Hi there, this is Architect David. Welcome to Arkida, where you can learn anything and everything about construction.
What is the mystery of radiant energy? How can it collect energy even during nighttime? Continue watching this video to learn.
Now, conventional fuel reserves are presently dwindling. The years of use or misuse is finally rearing its ugly face. The effect of carbon pollution can be felt in the unnatural weather patterns and global warming. With all these alarming changes, society has now started to shift their attention to alternative energy systems. The technologies of solar, wind, and tidal energy systems are continuously being developed but have shown their own specific limitations. These systems will perform optimally provided these are presented with perfect conditions. Now, radiant energy is the physical energy resulting from electromagnetic radiation, usually observed as it radiates from a source into the surrounding environment. This sun, our sun, is now giving out radiant energy. So radiant energy sources include the entire electromagnetic radiation spectrum, including gamma rays, X-rays, radio frequencies, microwaves, light and heat. Remember, the solar panels only collect the light and heat, but never the whole wave of the electromagnetic radiation spectrum. So, often, radiant energy is used to describe the type of particle in question, but it is actually the energy carried by the particle. Now, to give you a general idea, let's just say the incoming solar radiation is 100%. 47% of it is being absorbed by the ocean and land, while 23% is absorbed by air, water, the ozone layer, clouds, and the dust. Then the remaining 30% is being thrown back into space. Now, to give you a breakdown of how much energy, okay, the electromagnetic radiation coming in from the sun. So the incoming solar energy is giving out 174 petawatts, while 89 petawatts is being absorbed by the land and the ocean. So, what is a petawatt? A petawatt, based on these figures, is 1 petawatt is equivalent to 1 with 15 zeros watts. So, at 220 volts, 1 amp is equivalent to 220 watts. So it may sound confusing to you, but if you would get the number of total kilowatts that you are paying your utility bills, then divide that to 1 petawatt, you could see that 1 petawatt is still more than enough to give out energy to you free. So to give it a more graspable understanding of the mammoth amount of electricity that the sun produces, let us break it down into the various magnitudes of scale. 1 petawatt is equal to 1,000 terawatts. 1 terawatt is 1,000 gigawatts. 1 gigawatt is equal to 1,000 megawatts, while 1,000 megawatts is equivalent to 1,000 kilowatts, and 1,000 kilowatts is equivalent to 1,000 watts. Or petawatt can be defined as 1 billion million watts. Now, Thomas Henry Moray has said, unlimited power is being delivered to everyone's doorstep. If you would look at the energy triangle, it should comprise climate and environment. Does radiant energy affect climate and environment? Definitely no. Is it competitive? Definitely yes. How about the security of supply? This is now the question that usually boils down. At night time, wherein the sun is not shining, do we receive radiant energy? Yes, we do. Because at night time, you will see all these stars These are also several suns in their own respective galaxies, wherein they also emit radiant energy, wherein that is what is being absorbed by our Earth. So, is there a way to collect this energy? Definitely yes. Before we start discussing the details of radiant energy, let me introduce first to you what is zero-point energy. First, you need to understand a bit about quantum field theory. Basically, what we know from quantum field theory is that there are fields which exist everywhere in space-time, and particles are higher energy states of this field. So, the zero-point energy pertains to space where fields have no excitable energy states. But it does not mean there is no energy, it is just in its lowest state of excitement. Therefore, the tapping of this minute scale of energy will still be possible following the principles of radiant energy system. The picture on the right shows Max Planck, who was the scientist who invented or who came up with the term zero-point energy. Now let us start with the founder of radiant energy, which is Nikola Tesla, wherein he states there is no energy in matter other than that received from the environment. So Nikola Tesla has patented several variations of how to collect energy. If you look at this picture here, it shows an insulated shiny metal plate, vibrating switch, transformers, and the earth or the ground, wherein from the between the transformer and the switch is where you are placing your load. So the larger the plate, the greater the energy pickup. The higher the plate is elevated, the greater the pickup. This system of Tesla picks up energy day and night. The capacitor gets charged up, and a vibrating switch repeatedly discharges the capacitor into the step-down transformer. The transformer lowers the voltage and raises the current available, and the output is then used to power the electric load. This is the first or the simplest version of energy collection. Now, the second scientist who followed Tesla's footsteps is Thomas Henry Murray, wherein he said, enough energy is coming to Earth to light over 1,693,600 100-watt lamps for every human being on the Earth today. So his variation shows a 17-meter wire that is being hung at 2.5-meter high. From there, it will collect radiant energy. This picture shows how his experiment worked with several witnesses to it. Now, one of the most recent scientists is Eric Dollard. Eric Dollard is the only man known to be able to accurately reproduce many of Tesla's experiments with radiant energy and wireless transmission of power because he understands that conventional electrical theory only includes half of the story. Another of the scientists or the inventors is Jess Ascanius. As of this writing, there is no available information regarding the adaptation of radiant energy in a large-scale installation. Of the numerous interpretations of the collection system for radiant energy, perhaps the most relevant application is the version of Jess Ascanius, wherein Ascanius further refined the method of collection by switching to a full-blown Tesla arrangement. He attached a 600 by 800 by 2 mm aluminum plate inside the sloping roof of his house. The plate being suspended using only nylon cord to prevent it touching the roof or anything else. The cable is then connected to aluminum plate using a brass bolt and nuts which the builder thinks may be significant, quite apart from avoiding any galvanic connection to the circuit. Now here are several YouTube videos. The first part is
showing that the reading indicates a collection of 0.90 volts. As you can see from the picture in the middle, it is just a small aluminum plate located on top of the roof. I will attach the links to it on the description box below. The next video is just a upright collection system wherein it was able to get in 191.6 millivolts or 0.1916 volts in its capacity. Now, as you have learned, radiant energy is the energy given off by our sun and absorbing that through the earth. Watch out for my next videos wherein I will be talking about in detail about all the works of Nikola Tesla and Thomas Henry Morey. If you like this video, please press like. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for future videos that come out.
Click the subscribe button to discover all the other videos in this site. Click the notification bell to be notified about new videos that we post. If you have additional comments, please post them down below or at our Arkida Facebook page, and I will answer all your queries. Thank you.